Hello everybody, welcome back to the Quick Take and welcome back to another video on the channel. Now, as you may have seen in the news, Frank Lampard is returning to Chelsea as the interim coach. And my initial reaction was, what the fuck? What is going on? Why is this happening? Things ended kind of badly with Frank Lampard when he got sacked. He kind of felt like he was hard done by. A lot of people feel like he was hard done by. But it was clear that he just wasn't ready for this level. And I'm seeing a lot of rival fans absolutely loving the fact, and a few Chelsea fans loving the fact, that Frank Lampard is returning to Chelsea. And for them, I'd like to remind them, it's only until June. And a lot of Chelsea fans are in uproar. And they're like, what is Todd Boehly doing? Well, I'm going to tell you what Todd Boehly is doing. Todd Boehly is providing a little bit of stability. Our season is a write-off, absolute write-off. We have nothing to look forward to in games. We've got Real Madrid coming up in the Champions League. We've got Wolves next, right? But at the same time, Todd Boehly and Begdad Eghbali and Christopher Vivell and Lawrence Stewart, all these people in the club, they are meticulously looking at different managers. I'm seeing names like Antonio Conte, Jose Mourinho getting linked. Nuno Espirito, the former Wolves and Tottenham manager. No thank you, by the way. No thank you. But I'm seeing basically every single manager under the sun getting linked with Chelsea. And it makes sense. Do you know why? Because Vivell, Boehly, Eghbali, everyone involved in this manager kind of process, manager finding process, they want to make sure that they have ticked off every single box. They've spoken to literally everybody. They have compared everyone against each other. In my opinion, the two favourites are, it's either going to be Luis Enrique or Julian Nagelsmann. But they want to be meticulous and they want to get it right. Because when Tuchel got sacked, Potter came in almost immediately. And it was under a case of, he got a good recommendation from a few people, and then Todd Boehly was like, well, hang on, this guy's actually done quite well with Brighton. Not looking into the fact that he's done nothing in the Champions League, he's done nothing in Europa League, he's not won anything with Brighton. He took them from what? Kind of a shitty mid-table, kind of 16, 17 points, 15 points, kind of, not 15, 15 place in the Premier League kind of club, till 9th. Which is, yeah, good on you, but we're Chelsea Football Club. We're not 9th. Well, we're actually 11th at the moment. So we're actually doing worse than what Graham Potter did at his best at Brighton. With £600 million spent. Work that one out. And so it was just never going to work. And Todd Boehly, a lot of people thought that he wouldn't sack Graham Potter because of his ego. And he's a billionaire. All billionaires have egos. But he swallowed his pride and he did what needed to be done and removed Graham Potter. And then Bruno Saltor came in and coached us against Liverpool. And I saw some reports saying that apparently Bruno Saltor, he didn't really want to be at the club. He wanted to leave when Graham Potter left, and there's no point in having someone who actually doesn't want to be here as interim, because it's not like a long-term thing. There's no point in keeping them if they're not even going to try. And what Todd Boehly and Begdad Eghbali want to really do is they want to try and unite the fans through these last few weeks of the season. Because we've had an absolutely horrendous season. We've had nothing to be happy about. We've been miserable all season. And so to have someone back at the club, Frank Lampard, on like a few months, just while we find who the best option is at the club, I can see why they've done it. Okay? Frank Lampard, he did okay with Chelsea. He didn't, if I remember correctly, he didn't really win anything. We lost a final to Arsenal in the FA Cup, and then he went to Everton, and it all just fell apart. They were in a relegation scrap before they knew it, and he was sacked. But as I said, we're not bringing in Lampard for results. I mean, we're hoping for a result against Real Madrid, of course. That's our only hope of getting Champions League football next season, winning the Champions League, and to do that, we've either got to get through Real Madrid, and then we got to get through Manchester City or Thomas Tuchel's Bayern Munich. And a lot of people wanted to have either Luis Enrique or Julian Nagelsmann in for that. It's just not viable. It's not a viable option, because this process of finding a new manager is going to take time. We've got to interview everyone individually. We've got to really consider who the best person is. In my opinion, it's Julian Nagelsmann. Hands down, it's Julian Nagelsmann. and I've got a video coming out. I don't know if it'll be later today or tomorrow, because it's kind of a big video, or it'll be a more kind of scripted video, well put together, let's just say, other than this little kind of short kind of calmer video. But it's going to take time, because both managers really need to put across their vision for the club and what they would want to bring. And in my opinion, bringing in Frank Lampard gives Todd and Begdad Agbali just a little bit more time to work on the manager. Maybe we get some sort of agreement figured out so that they join in the summer, but it's a pre-agreement, kind of like how Julian Nagelsmann had a pre-agreement with Bayern Munich in his last season with RB Leipzig. I'm pretty sure he signed a pre-agreement to join Bayern Munich at the end of the season when Hansi Flick left to take over as the Germany coach. But yeah, all I'm going to say is it's not that big of a deal. It is a big deal, but at the same time, it's not that big of a deal. There's not really that much to play for this season. This is just to kind of revitalise the fans, kind of put a bit more team spirit into the club, which we've been lacking with Graham Potter. Me, myself, and a lot of other Chelsea fans have felt the most disconnected with the club in years under Graham Potter. He always spoke to Chelsea fans as Chelsea fans and not us. You know, we came from Thomas Tuchel to Graham Potter. Thomas Tuchel understood what it was needed to be a Chelsea kind of legend. And Thomas Tuchel understood his role, and he understood what was expected of him as Chelsea manager, and really managed to get the fans on side. And it just felt like Graham Potter never even tried. So getting someone like Frank Lampard back, someone who knows the club thick and thin, who's been with the club before. He brought through Reece James. Of course, Reece James is one of our best players, if not our best player, up there with Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez is of course, a wonderful player and is winning Man of the Match awards left, right and centre whenever he plays. So, but yeah, we should see the return of the 4-2-3-1. So there's that to look forward to. Hopefully Mudryk really comes into his own, and he kind of, you know, he might be better than Lockdown Pulisic. You know, I'm thinking Frank Lampard Mudryk might be better than Lockdown Pulisic in this case. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I just want to say one last time, patience, guys. Right, I'm not the biggest fan of this idea, but Frank Lampard, he'd actually get the squad, you know, playing for something. It's only 10 league games left. There's nothing to play for left in the season. We may as well rally behind Frank for a couple of months, and then while that's going on in the background, we are looking at top class managers. And as I said, one last time, it's between Julian Nagelsmann and Luis Enrique. Smash the like on the video. Drop a comment down in the section down below. How do you feel about Frank Lampard taking over? Do you think this is a stupid idea? Do you think it's a good idea? If you haven't already, subscribe to The Quick Take. We are growing so fast. I think we're on like 3,200 subscribers, which is just absolutely mental to me. I hit 1,000 like about a week ago, and I'm already at like 3.2k, and the views have just been insane. And I'm seeing people voting in the community post I put on my channel not long ago, and that's sitting at, and you know, I asked people who they wanted to be the next Chelsea manager. 840 of you voted. 52% voted Julian Nagelsmann, sorry, and 48% of you voted Luis Enrique. So it's very split, but in my opinion, we can't lose. They're both fantastic managers either way, and I think that, you know, even though Luis Enrique is not as proven at as many different situations and clubs as Julian Nagelsmann, if he came in and if he was given the tools to really succeed, then we would achieve great things under him. But as I said, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new, share this with your friends, you know, take a deep breath, and I'm The Quick Take, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.